Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the ever-growing popular series, Yay or Nay Smash Bros. Edition. If you haven't been here before and you're wondering what this is, or if you're wondering how to participate, well, this intro is for you. So very simple. Each Monday, for you, the viewer, you will get 2 uploads right here on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But you'll get 2 uploads, the first video being a Yay or Nay video focused on one specific character, oftentimes requested by you guys. Then the second video will be an updated stat version for all the characters so far involved. It's very fun to gauge interest. So how the series works, the first video will take that character, we will talk about their series, we might even talk about their popularity, maybe some relevancy, maybe some random facts, because why not? And then at the end of the video, I should say, we all vote, yay, we want to see this character, or nay, we don't want to see this character. It's a pretty simple concept. So yeah, it's just a cool way to gauge interest in the Smash community for who they want to see. And by the way, if you're listening this far into the rules, thank you. If you want to participate in any past videos, there is a link in the description to the playlist for the Yay or Nay series. Click that and vote properly for each corresponding video. That's it for the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. Well, according to the poll I put up last week, it looks like Lana from Hyrule Warriors ended up winning that one. Okay, so here you go. Here's the winner of the poll. Let's jump into Lana from Hyrule Warriors. All right, so a little bit about the character. So Lana is actually a character that was created and debuted in the 2014 Hyrule Warriors game for the Nintendo Wii U. Now, all 7 people that bought the system probably played this game. It was actually a pretty fun little take on a genre that's already kind of been established with games like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, but, give it the flavor of Legend of Zelda characters, which is kind of cool. It's a nice little way to, mix things up a bit. So, the thing is, for the Legend of Zelda fans, though, this was a really cool spin-off game that, we got to explore many more characters and even let us get to play as many of those characters, right? Like, there's so many characters within the Legend of Zelda universe that we see, but, we don't really get to control or play or, really get to figure out, okay, yeah, I like them because of this. Or I only got to see them in a certain cutscene. It's like, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. But no, we got to actually play as them. So Lana, for example, like I previously stated, she was created for the game. Where she is known, her nickname in the game is like the White Sorceress. So she's primarily a spellcaster in battle. She's very athletic. She's very, very capable of like traversing the battlefield with ease, right? There's a few cutscenes where she like jumps from like one side of the map to like another. It's like ridiculous. So she has incredible jumping power. So I guess her recovery and probably her air game for Smash Bros would be pretty tremendous, at least going by what she does in the Hyrule Warrior game. So she also does wield a spear if needed for like up close combat, but again, primarily just a spellcaster type of character, which is good. That gives us something different besides another anime swordsman, am I right? So maybe one of her most intriguing gameplay elements could be her summoning gate. It's like a weapon, and this thing is very cool, very different. And imagining this in Smash Bros. So basically, if you don't know what summoning gate is, it is basically a thing where she can create or summon out creatures to fight for her, or maybe, I guess in Smash's case, they would fight like alongside of her, depending on what you choose. So as an example, there's a couple that I think of. First one would be like, the best way to put it, she summons out like a mini companion. So there, but first example, the Argarok. This is like a little dragon that she could fly around on. Maybe this is her up special, just as an example. But she's got a mini dragon that she could end up using. It flies around, breathes fire. Kind of a cool idea. And then, of course, just for funsies, why not throw out one of those giant chickens? The cuckoos, the quackos, I don't know how to pronounce it. We know, the giant chicken. So it'd be kind of an interesting little idea for, just more of a moveset, right? Makes her feels much more unique than anything we have out there. So that'd be kind of cool. But got to switch topics here now. Let's talk about sales numbers like we usually do. So for Hyrule Warriors, especially, the 2014 game, I have this article from 2015, a year later, that states that the game sold over 1 million units. Now, Hyrule Warriors exceeding the 1 million unit mark is actually pretty good. Like, I mean, you gotta keep in mind, this was, again, on the Wii U. All 7 people that bought it, there wasn't many, but the few people that bought it, there's a chance that you probably own this game, or at least purchased it at one point, at least to give it a try. So the thing is, Nintendo and Koei Tecmo, who developed the game, seem to be pleased with the number for sales, especially, again, considering it released on the Wii U. So, with both companies seemingly good with the numbers that they got from the sales of it, it ended up letting them make a port of the game to the Nintendo 3DS, where, according to the chart here, it sold around 500,000. And then, of course, they did the definitive edition, where it ended up selling around the same number, about another 500,000 or so. So, Koei Tecmo then, from that point, would go on to create yet another Zelda game with the same sort of style, well, practically the same style, but it's a little game known as the Age of Calamity. Now, this thing sold 3.7 million. So many people are very hyped, very into the Breath of the Wild story and, characters in that. So that was hyped up very well, and it sold 3.7 million. That's pretty good. So if Nintendo and Koei were pleased with 1 million back in like 2014 for the Wii U, yeah, 3.7 million, that's got to exceed their expectations, I would assume. So that's pretty good. But how about Lana herself? Again, switching topics again real quick. What about her moveset? What could she bring with her? What makes her even more different? What makes her in terms of battle? Well, like I stated a little earlier, the summoning gate, bringing out like creatures to fight alongside her, that would make her unique. But what else does she have? So first up, let's talk about, I'm calling it like a barrier slam or a barrier smash or something like that. So basically, in the Hyrule Warrior games, Lana is known for using these barriers, and let's make use of them in Smash Bros. Then how could you do that? So in the clip, you could see this, for whichever type of attack, it might be a smash attack, special, air tilt, whatever it might be. Lana basically can summon out like 2 barriers that end up slamming into each other. And then if there's opponent caught in between them, then, well, guess what? They're going to get crushed and, deal pretty good damage. So it's kind of like this would be definitely, obviously, a magic attack, but the barriers would be several character lengths away from Lana, and then you get 2 that pop up. So the idea is to try to hopefully catch your opponent in between the 2 barriers and then, boom, smush them, kind of like a little mosquito. You just like, boom, gotcha. So something like that. Kind of a cool little idea, just something different. But let's move on to another one here. This one, I guess you could say it's called the Electric Strike Barrier Push. I know, very creative. But here's how the attack works. So the attack would do something along the lines of, it's, again, probably another special attack, maybe a neutral special, maybe a side special perhaps, that might work. But basically, at first, Lana will create like this lightning strike, just a bit in front of her character, so it's got a little range to it. And then maybe if you press the attack button again, she also summons a barrier that basically just pushes on forward. So it doesn't really do any damage, but if you play with assist trophies, think of Isaac and his synergy hand. How, he pushes that hand and it just kind of pushes the character. So something like that. So the first part of the attack, the lightning comes down and strikes, that does damage. Press the attack button again, then a barrier pops up and basically just kind of pushes the opponent away. So this would be great for like ledge guarding, something to that effect, trying to get your opponent off stage and then, just trying to really mess with them. So yeah, the Electric Strike Barrier Push thing, that could be fun. That could be really cool. And then why not talk about a Final Smash? So simple cutscene type of Final Smash where Lana summons, what is there, like 6 of these barriers, but she'll summon multiple of the barriers. Then she kind of hops on all of them, kind of jumping from one barrier to the other. And then once she jumps off the last one, they pretty much all explode in a big burst of like lightning energy, dealing massive damage to anyone that gets caught in the Final Smash. So it looks cool, and I think, for Smash Bros, that could work very well as a Final Smash. So yeah, there's a lot there. Lana's a very interesting character. I know she's created from a spin-off game, so I don't know if that hurts her chances or maybe helps her chances, because I've kind of heard stories on both, but I could never find an actual article where Sakurai specifically states only mainline series characters can be playable. So, if there's some rule that no spin-offs are allowed, well, then I guess Lana doesn't have a chance. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the yay or nay series. So, the question is, yay or nay? What do you give Lana? Let me know. Oh boy, this is interesting. Like, I like Lana because of how different she is. But at the same time, like, and she's also a Legend of Zelda character. I will always say this. Legend of Zelda needs a new face on the roster for Smash Bros. Lana would be perfect for that. She's much different than any Legend of Zelda character we have. She's much different than any character we have on the roster already. So, this one, for me, I think just in terms of creativity and how different she does separate herself, I give her a yay. Although I'm going to be completely honest, this is probably a very low yay for me. There are other Legend of Zelda reps I would rather see. I'll be honest, because we got to be honest here. But at the same time, now if Lana gets in, yeah, no problem with that, man. So yeah, she gets a yay, but a low yay for me. So yeah, let me know what you guys got down below in the comments, yay or nay. That is it for this one. Again, another friendly reminder, it's Monday, 2 videos today. So the second video is going to be the updated yay or nay stats, where we get the updated version. Well, obviously it's the updated stats, but we get the stats from last week, both of last week's characters, Porky Minch and Pea Shooter. So we'll see how well they did. But that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.